And today's starting pitcher, Edward Cabrera. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
This is Bryce Terang. Hard on the ground to first. Takes it himself. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. This one ripped, but foul to the right. 0-1 now. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot. So 2 down, and here's the catcher, William Contreras. On the ground to the left. Over to first. That's the inning. Stepping in, Michael Busch. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Here's Alex Bregman. Fought off foul. Foul ball there. 2 down. Ian Happ up to hit. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. What a stop. The underhand flip, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, top of the second, Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. There's a swing and a drive. It bangs off the wall. Throws to second. To tag, and they cut him down going for 2. Garrett Mitchell will hit next. On the ground, right side. And he can't come up with it.
Batting 7, the right fielder, number 10.
So, man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. Line drive to short and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that is that. Bottom of the second. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Nico Hoerner. This one in the air, right field. Frelick takes it in for the out. 1 down. And now Seiya Suzuki. Frelick running hard to get it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Next to hit, Moises Ballesteros. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Right side, hard hit. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. New inning getting started. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Puts a bunt down. In plenty of time to first, and one away in the top of the third. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. In the air, right field. And there's 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryce Turang. Grounded out his first time.
Turang.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Up next for Milwaukee, the designated
So
hitter,
runner at second, 2 down.
Yelich.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Ripped, but it curls foul. On the ground. Corner. Gets it to first. That's the 3rd out. Bottom of the inning. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly.
You know, these Cubs, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Mizorowski, an all-star a season ago, 23 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2022. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Tap foul at the plate. Oh, and 2 now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Swanson digs in. That one at triple digits.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back here at Wrigley Field, now the Brewers cleanup hitter, William Contreras. There's a line drive to left field. 1 up, 1 down. Now here's Jake Bauers. And first offering is fouled off. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And he hits a ground ball right side. In time to Bush. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 down, base is empty. Now here is Garrett Mitchell. That's hard hit in the line. And that should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Line drive, can't get there, and that should bring in the run. In comes the run from second to second, but way too late, safe there.
Well done. Drives in the run.
It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
And that is that. Ready to go, bottom four. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Here's the 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And now it's Alex Bregman, 0 for 1 so far. Sliced hard but foul. The 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down. And up next for Chicago, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and he breaks his bat. On the run, throw to first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
The batter, number 2.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first base line. Beat the throw pretty easily.
Into the outfield, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Sends it to first, and he has thrown 4. Back here at the friendly confines. Ready now for the 5th inning. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Bunting, and he pops it up. Busch makes a nice running catch.
Up next for Milwaukee.
1 pitch and 1 out. So digging in, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Bryce Terang getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. And he grounds one back up the middle into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Wastes no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Tosses to first. Yelich out on the play. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Moises Ballesteros. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Tied him up on a fastball inside. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. The Brewers leading by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Check swing. He went. And it's 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it. On to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. That one to first. The flip to the pitcher covering, and that is that. Here at Wrigley Field. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. William Contreras up now for the Brewers.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
1 away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Bowers now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there. One out. Runner at second. Garrett Mitchell, the next to hit. Mitchell tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Safe. And that's his third hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited.
Hard hit left side. Fires to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
On the ground to first, and that goes foul.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And here's a slow roller. The flip, and they get the out. Back here at Wrigley Field, Dansby Swanson stands in. High fly ball, right field. And there's one down. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Michael Busch digs in now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss. Wow. It's 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Over to first. And he gets him. Nicely done. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
Bregman measures 5 feet 10 inches, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. Base hit into right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Cubs.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. And that drops in for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Back here at the friendly confines, we go to the top of the 7th. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers.
Ball.
The 1-0. This one in the air center field. Crow Armstrong drifts towards it, and there's one away. Back to the top of the order now. Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. 0 for 3 in this one. This to third, and that's just foul. 0-1. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
The batter number 2, second baseman.
At the plate, Bryce Turang. Runner on the move. Laced into left. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. And now it's William Contreras. Sneaks through, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Digging in, Jake Bauers. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Two on, one out. Base hit, 1 run in already. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away. Next, here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Caleb Thielbar.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the wind.
That's a base hit, run scores. Here comes the throw.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now, Sal Frelick. To the right side, Bush. He'll do it himself. 2 away. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. A switch hitter batting right. On the ground to third, Bregman. Fires over to first. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Got a shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Smoked on the ground to second. And now 2 gone.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. We go to the 8th. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. On the ground out to short. On to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. So back to the top of the order. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Left field. And that'll get down for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left.
Runners on the move. Pitch outside.
That's the ball.
Throw to third. Safe. Double steal. Hard hit right side. Handles, throws to first. And there's 2 away. William Contreras will hit next. Base hit center field. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and it's an 8-run lead.
That's back-to-back singles for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That's smacked on a line to center. He's there. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 8th. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
Up the middle. Throw over to Bowers. 1 pitch and 1 out. So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Center fielder, number 4, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. The Brewers up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a foul out of play. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Shortstop,
and here comes Dansby Swanson.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success.
And that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, all set to start the 9th in this one. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for Milwaukee,
Sal Frelick now at the plate.
Sal Frelick.
And base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did.
Oh, that got him. Take your base. Up now for Milwaukee, David Hamilton. In the air, left field. Base hit. 1 run is in.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get in.
Ground ball left side could be 2. To Horner at second for 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing. Next for the Brewers, Bryce Turang.
Second baseman, Bryce Turang.
On the ground to first, Bush. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch. Ground ball right side. Turang over to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now the third baseman, Alex Bregman. 1 for 3.
Bregman.
Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Happ now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Back-to-back base hits. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make it.
Rengifo over to Turang. One out. A double play to end it. 10. Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. J.J. Weatherholt getting ready to hit. And we're underway from Wrigley Field. Foul ball there. The 0-2. Ball. Swing and a ground ball. Horner in plenty of time to first. And an easy out to start the game. Win in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Nolan Gorman. Pitch misses, ball 1. This one popped up. Swanson makes the call and the grab. Stepping in, Michael Busch.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
Strike two. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The flip. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Number 3.
Here's Alex Bregman.
Bregman.
Comes up empty.
Off the plate, ball one.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. Ian Happ up to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Happ lays off. That one outside. 2-1. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back here at Wrigley Field. So now here's the Cardinals' designated hitter, Ivan Herrera. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And now the 0-1. In the air, right field, Suzuki moving back for this one. And there's one down. Now it's going to be Jordan Walker. Ripped, but it curls foul. Second inning here, no score. Next offering is fouled back. In the air to left center, Crow Armstrong on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So up next, Alec Burleson. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Now a step off the rubber to reset. And before the 0-1, he asks for time.
That's out.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The next offering misses. Full count now. Out to short, Swanson. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the second. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Nico Hoerner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
To Weatherholt. How about that double play? Moises Ballesteros, the next Cub to hit. That's off the inside corner. And that's ball 1.
That's a ball.
Way inside. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find a zone.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Ball.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Hey.
Right through there for a strike. Goes down looking. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nathan Church. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And that's foul. On the ground, right side. Bush steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And now it's going to be Pedro Pajes. Out towards left center. Crow Armstrong turns to the right on the move. And there's 2 down. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Trying to bunt his way on. And it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. The 0-2. On the ground. On to first. Out number 3. Here at Wrigley Field, digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Number 4, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. Now the 0-1. Misses the sweeper. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Dansby Swanson stands in. Gets him to chase after that one. Still tied at 0. Last of the third.
Ball. That pitch is out.
That one back up the middle and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Bush, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swings through the sweeper. In the dirt. Swanson at first, 1 gone. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He makes the grab. Throw over to first. So up next for Chicago, Alex Bregman. He struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Bregman.
In the dirt. The 1-1. That clips the corner. Struck him out swinging. Start of the 4th, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, J.J. Weatherholt. Got it started a little too early, strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
0-2 now. Stays alive.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Man, that got him square in the mask.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the bat alive.
Lined into right. And there's one down. Now at the plate, Mason Wynn. He's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. In the air, right field, and makes the grab. 2 down.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. In the air, left side. Hat under it. And that is that. Back here at the friendly confines. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. A sliding stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Nico Horner will come up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground, right side, Weatherholt. Handles, throws to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Everything came together for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
The 1-0. Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. The Cubs looking to strike first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that'll load the bases.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Justin Bruihl.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Pro Armstrong. The next to hit takes low for a ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. That one missing inside.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Fights it off. You'll see another. 2-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's the Cardinal DH, Ivan Herrera. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, these Cards, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Right side. In time to Bush. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Up next for the Cardinals,
Jordan Walker now at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Walker.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. It bangs off the wall. Here's the throw. And he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one. Alec Burleson, the next to hit. Fought off foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second.
He's trying for third. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sends it to first. He's out. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's 1-0. Church stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Wrigley Field, leading off, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
Ball. That's ball 2.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. Dansby Swanson blasts one out. And now, Michael Bush.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Strike 2. And that's the strikeout looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So up next. Chicago, Alex, new pitcher for the Cardinals, Gordon Graceffo.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs.
And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That's ball 2.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Flips it. There's 1, and that's 2. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pages. This one in the air center field. And there's 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. Grounded out his first time up. Bunting for a hit. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. J.J. Weatherholt next up for the Cardinals. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Man, high throw, safe. And that wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 1-1. This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tags at second.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Masyn Winn next up for the Cardinals. And that one fouled off.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Runner breaks for third. And it's second. Snap throw Kelly and a pitch out, but nothing going on. But he's back safely.
You know what I feel like, Boo? I mean, throwing it down to second base, like, honestly, there's only a couple of...
But he's safe. Runner on the go again. It's a pitch out. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Swanson whips it to first on the run. But it's not in time. Base hit.
Up next to the Cardinals, the third baseman.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over.
That's a ball.
Runner on the move. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swings through that one. One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Line to right center field. That's a base hit. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. It's 3-1.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Man on second, 2 down. That missed by a lot. And the count 2-1. This one in the air, right field. Suzuki on the move. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A 2-run homer, and they boost their lead. It's 5-1.
Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
Walker in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. That one the other way, and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman.
Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. Foul ball.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just...
Runner on the go. Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. The 2-run shot. It's their second home run of the inning. Sure. The next to hit takes ball 1. Check swing. He held up. And now 3-0. That one at the knees for a strike.
It's a good spot with the 3-0 pitch right there. You don't want to lay something in, and it turns out to be a homer.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. Pedro Pages will hit next.
Ball.
Runner takes off in the dirt, blocked. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base.
Heads up base running right there.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Phil Maton. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And now it's 1-2. There's a line drive to left field. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's 7-1. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Nico Hoerner.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Out towards right center field. Walker gets under it. One down. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Graceffo throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broken.
The 1-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's out of the strike zone. Make him elevate the pitch because he's not as effective at the top of the strike.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. There's one.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the runner out of scoring position.
Kelly in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. That's down and in. A slider miss. Graceffo. New pitcher on now. Ryan Stanek.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
So a walk puts runners at first and second. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that one ripped to left. That is the inning. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
J.J. Weatherholt, the next to hit. 0 for 3 so far in his debut.
Yeah, great time to get that batting average off the runway here.
And first offering is fouled off. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Here comes the 0-1. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Who's your worst? And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Snap throw Kelly. It's a pitch out. Nothing doing. And that's ball one. But he's back in time.
You know what I feel like, Boog? I mean, throwing it down to second base, like, honestly, there's only a couple of pitchers that have ever had any success in doing that. It's just really hard to pick somebody off second.
It's a fair point. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he gets to third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are two gone. Gorman, the next to bat, checked his swing. That's ball one. In the air, left field. Happ should have this one, and that'll do it. Bottom of the seventh. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Dansby Swanson. Swinging a foul out of play. The 0-1. Line and a base hit into right. So now back to the top of the order.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Breaking ball inside. Ball two.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Here's a 2-1. Ground ball could be two. The flip, one at second. Now to first, and it's a double play. Base is empty after the double play. Alex Bregman, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 3.
Bregman.
Slider misses outside.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count is 2-2. Chase is in the dirt. Slider there.